So, for those of you who don't live under a rock, you know that Deltarune lore it's confusing, it's vague, it's really cryptic, and really hard to understand. But today, I'm gonna put a really complicated, controversial part of Deltarune into a simple explanation that can be explained by a board game. This is Othello, for those of you who haven't had a childhood playing, like, the most amazing games of all time. This is a board of all these little checkerboard pieces. Each piece has a little dark underside to this. All the pieces represent matter. Whether it's an object, a land, a room, a world, these pieces all represent, like, just matter. Like, this could be a card, but on the opposite side is the dark counterpart. This card represents Lancer, for example. And all of these pieces have dark, otherworldly sides, but we can't get into it. Like, here's Chris, Minecraft Alex, don't worry about that. Here's Chris. Chris can't go under the pieces. He doesn't fit. So that's why we can't exactly go to the Dark Realm. Everything that happens in the Dark Realm has always happened. These pieces always have had a dark side without a fountain. Whenever they go somewhere else, the dark side, this dark side persona or whatever, goes with it. So it's all connected to each other. So let's add fountains to the mix. This is a flashlight connected to like a phone stand, a microphone stand. Turn it on. That's a fountain. Let's wait for it to kind of stop moving. It's shining on these 9 pieces. So instead of, here's Chris, for example, when he goes in here, he doesn't go under the pieces. That's not what happens when a fountain is created. What it does is it flips the pieces to the light side. All these pieces are the world, everything in it. The dark side is put up into the light realm. It's given form. The world is created in the light realm. That's what's meant by whenever someone says that the fountains give the land form and it creates worlds. It creates them in the light realm. They've always existed, it's just given form in here, in a physical form. So now, when Chris goes in here, everything around him is similar to the Dark Realm because it's on that side. But he's not actually in the Dark Realm, he's in a world of dark, given form in the Light Realm. So, for example, I take this card, and I move it over here, it gets shined on the flashlight, boom! Turns into Lancer, and if I put it in his pocket and he moves out, it's back to a card. That's exactly how this works. This explains a lot, actually. So, for example, let's say this represents Queen, this represents King. They meet together in, let's say over here is the classroom world. They met together, it is confirmed that they have met together and they created, let's say this bottom one is Lancer. They're the mother and father of Lancer. So, Queen makes her move to the lab world. How does that happen? It's because these dark sides have always existed. It allows them to travel from one place to another. For example, Queen is a laptop. I'm pretty sure she's a laptop in the Lightner realm. A laptop could have been used in a classroom and then moved to the lab, and in the Dark Realm, she was part of this world and then into another world. And you may be asking, why is Queen not turned to stone? She originated from this world and got brought over here. Why is she not turned into stone? It's because she belongs in both. Why? Well, it's because a computer, you wouldn't be surprised to see a laptop in a classroom. You gotta do classwork on your Google Docs or whatever. But it's very common to see a laptop in a lab as well. It's kind of the whole point of it. So Queen belongs on both sides. A card, for example, like this is Lancer, you're not expecting to find a card in a lab room, and that's why Lancer doesn't belong. And the reason the Castletown world, like, let's say this is the Castletown world and this is the Grand Fountain. The reason everything belongs in this world is because it's a closet. It's meant to hold anything. If you put anything in a closet and you're gonna say, no, I don't think that belongs in a closet. No, they're meant to store things. That's why anything belongs in the castle world. So I think I explained this to the best of my ability. If you have any questions, concerns, or you want to fat out prove me wrong, go ahead. I'm looking for details and some kind of feedback so that I can perfect my theories for a really big video I've been working on for a while that'll it'll end my Deltarune hiatus on YouTube, and I'll start focusing on more stuff that I particularly like. I love Deltarune very much, but I can't just keep making Deltarune videos and over again, as much as you guys want to see that. Sorry, I have to break it to you. But until then, have a nice day, and thank you for listening.